Damn. Just damn. Historia's past. Like, damn. Yo, let's jump into it. I don't want to waste any time. Let's jump right into the material. Beginning of the chapter, it was a bit dialogue heavy in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like they could have sped up some of the talking while they were at the table, and there was some unnecessary stuff. But the chapter, as it progressed, it got better and it gave us more, because with a monthly, you need to walk away from every monthly chapter feeling like you got something out of it. If you walked away from a monthly and you felt like you absolutely got nothing out of it, like the only thing that happened in the chapter was Hanji put a pencil on her nose and started dancing or something, then the manga didn't succeed. But he gave us, once again, even though it felt a bit dialogue heavy in the beginning, it all made sense and it all added up. He gave us two big things in this one. First of all, the Pastor Nick death. We lost pretty much what was somewhat of an ally, I guess, and I say ally very loosely because he did kind of, hold in a lot of information. He knew a lot of shit, but he just really didn't want to give it out. And at first, I remember I was like, that bitch-ass motherfucker, he's an asshole. But if you look at it, he went out like a G because he didn't give up their information either, and he even got tortured to death, beaten, bludgeoned, his freaking fingernails ripped off for them. So, Pastor Nick, while you seem like a dick, I respect your conviction, and I respect the fact that you didn't rat out people. You're not a snitch, bro, so, like, respect for Pastor Nick regardless of what. Even though he did doom humanity by not giving up those secrets, so, yeah. And I was surprised to see Hanji affected by this, because we know Hanji, and she's a tough cookie. She's a nut job. So for her to be affected by Pastor Nick, and she can't really think rationally, it took her a bit. Levi had to tell her, like, yo, what's up with you? You acting all strange and everything because of this Pastor Nick stuff. Definitely shows, cracks in her armor, and I like that because with Attack on Titan, one of the complaints I always have is that the characters could be fleshed out a bit more. We could learn a little bit more about them and see more of them, except the one thing that we know about them, like Hanji's crazy, but you see there's chinks in her armor. You see, okay, stuff like that really does affect her. She's not a freaking zombie or shit. So stuff like that I really like because it gives you more of the personality of the character. And the stuff with Pastor Nick just really shows that even though we thought we got rid of what appeared to be some of the enemies within the walls, there's still more, because the fact that, I guess it was the church people, they didn't want people to know anything, and they wanted to find out what Pastor Nick told them if he was like a sellout, so then they hired other branches. It's like, there's so much corruption up there, and I'd imagine that the top of the government in there definitely knows more than what he's leading on, or maybe not the head representative, but they know stuff. They know a lot of things, because it's like, they're cooperating with the church people to get information. It's like, unless it's funds, then maybe like, the church people, they don't want to tell anything, but they're giving them funds. So it's like, yo, here's some money, torture this motherfucker and find out what he said. So it could be a combination of that. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't understand why they would work with these people to keep these secrets. If anything, I would grab all these church people and say, yo, one by one, y'all motherfuckers are gonna die if y'all don't start putting information right now. But it seems as though they're cool with it, and that makes me wonder, like, do some of these military people, are they cool with the Gorilla Titan and all this shit that's going on? Like, why would you help that cause when at the end of the day it's just backfiring and it's going against humanity and to slaughter humanity, unless they're ignorant to the point that they think that, well, we're in the inner side of the walls, we're in the good life, they're not going to touch us. Like, you dumb motherfuckers, you, by helping out these church people, torture people that have vital information and being dicks and all this other cover-up shit, all you're doing is dooming your own self. You're dooming humanity. But then again, these people could even be Titan shifters. We don't know. There's so many people that could be this or that. It's just shrouded in mystery at this point. Then when we get Historia's past, the stuff with what happened to her and why she is the way she is right now, it makes me look at her mother like, why? Okay, first of all, why would you be like that against your own daughter? Why would you act like that with your daughter? And you look at it as like, she told her, if I had the courage to kill you, I would. And it makes me think that Historia, whatever she is very vital to possibly Titan DNA. Maybe she's inherited the genes of a Queen Titan or something, and that's why, like, they treated her like that. Like, even her own father was like, you know what? We're not going to kill you. Now, that could have been a cover-up, that macho shit, like putting her on her knees, getting ready to kill her. He didn't want to kill her. Probably not because, oh, I'm her father, because he didn't even know her. He don't give a fuck. It was probably because she's either connected some way heavily to the DNA of the Titans. Maybe she's the rebirth of a Queen Titan or some crazy shit like that, because they definitely were treating her like that for a particular reason. It wasn't just, oh, I hate my daughter. It's probably because she was born into this thing and the mother doesn't want anything to do with it. And she was already trapped. It's like, they're going to kill me. They're probably going to kill my parents. They're going to kill everyone if I, like, try to do something to my daughter. So that's probably why she was like that. Very fucking sick shit. What happens to the mother? Historia witnessed her father kill her mother. That's just, like, fuck. So I understand her in a way trying to forsake her birth name and just forsake who she was, because look how they treated her. She had a fucking terrible life, and it really made me even, again, I guess this chapter, for the most part, a big thing that it did, while it did give revelations and backstory, it gave more character development, because it makes you understand why Historia is the way she is, why she's very quiet, why she's very reserved about things. She had a fucked up life. She had a really bad life. Yeah, there's Titans and everything, but, like, she couldn't do anything. She didn't have a childhood. Her mother resented her for being born, and she doesn't even know why. But it also makes me wonder if she was holding some stuff back, or even possibly lying. Because remember, when Pastor Nick said about that girl, he said she probably will know some stuff, some secrets that you guys want to know. But then she doesn't really, like, she didn't say anything like, oh, I know what I am, what I truly am, or why I'm so it making me think either Pastor Nick was lying, or Pastor Nick was just unaware of what she did possibly knew, or she's holding some stuff back that she knows about herself. And all in all, I felt that, to be honest with you, the point of this chapter, while it gave us revelations, it also gave us some good character development for a couple different characters. Hanji, you get to see more chinks in her armor. With Historia, you get to see why she is the way she is. So it was good character development, very necessary for Attack on Titan, because that's one of its weak points, and Isayama's covering up slowly them weak points. So good stuff right there. To be honest with you, it was dialogue heavy in the beginning, and it was kind of like, okay, that could have been sped up. But aside from that, it was actually a very good chapter. If you really look closely at it, it did some big things. It gave you the backstory of Historia. It gave you a death of Pastor Nick, showing that there's another enemy inside the walls. It gave you quite a bit. So I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10. Very good chapter. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, Krista, Historia, does she know more than what she said based on what Pastor Nick said, that she might know stuff, or was Pastor Nick unaware of how much knowledge she had of her own heritage? Or, is she holding stuff back? What do you think about that? Why do you think her mother was so bitter against her? Is it because she has some sort of crazy DNA, or she definitely has some sort of strong connection to the whole Titan stuff? But what is it? Why is it that her mother was scared to kill her, or just hated her so much? And your overall thoughts of the chapter? Did you find it as enjoyable as I did? Again, felt a bit too lengthy in the beginning with the dialogue, and kind of a little bit boring in the very beginning, but as the chapter progressed, it became very interesting and just very good stuff. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because next month's chapter should definitely advance to start testing out, seeing what Eren can do as far as to plug up Wall Maria, because I want to, within the next, 3-4 chapters, start approaching going like, okay, we're heading out. We're going to start off with Wall Maria. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of these troops started busting in and all hell broke loose because they want to capture Eren and all the other treachery within the wall. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But thanks for watching. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.